Hello.
All right.
This is time.
It's just time. Just not getting high. No. All right. Thank you, sir. We got special guests just walked in. Shawana and Mark Watts.
Yeah.
They're officially our first guests. And they brought us a little bubbly, a sippy. All right. We're going to sit right over here.
We're on the NWA.
There we go.
Cheers. Do y'all want drinks?
Cheers. Would you like a sip?
That's serious business over there.
Hey, we serious right here, though.
That's how it goes.
You know what I'm saying? Well, Lily, how was your week?
It was so good.
Was it good?
I moved 5 yards of soil this week.
Okay,
In case you didn't see those piles.
So that explains the coveralls.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
What is it with coveralls and work? Is it like a
Looking like, what is that?
official outfit
Yeah.
for work?
That's on the country
yard
girl
work.
right there.
I just feel adorable when I wear them.
She
It's
feels comfortable.
It's the perfect combo of efficient and adorable.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like me and my boots cutting the grass.
Right. Yeah.
I use them as a fashion statement, so I wear coveralls whenever.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I'm still trying to learn all this.
Yeah, we trying to get together
We'll do
where
that.
she is.
That works.
Hmm.
How was y'all's week?
Yeah, I was already
Yeah.
busy. I couldn't wait to get up here. Huh?
How long has it been since you've been
know.
back?
Since
What?
last year.
October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I know. We didn't even get a chance to shut everything down officially, so I
Right.
had to come in and throw old mayonnaise and crap away.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Welcome home.
Welcome
Right.
home.
So they back for the summer.
It's summertime.
We got to toast to that.
Yes.
There you
I feel
go.
like we need to get you drinks as soon as.
What are you drinking? What's that?
1738.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So mine would have to be like just 17. I can't put the 38 on there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can do that. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I like it. You know, that's
I hear good things about it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing, it got an aroma to it, don't it?
It does. It's nice.
Over here, it's
I think it's pretty
Right.
nice.
Well, we got I had an interesting week.
Tell us about
It
it.
was pretty cool. Nothing really spectacular happened. Just the usual week. You know.
Well, you said interesting. What wasn't the interesting?
Well,
Right.
let me where would I start? I found out some very interesting things. You know what I'm saying? So, one thing I will share with everybody is that I got a concern about last week when a certain individual came into town. Should I say name with no name?
It's
I
up
mean,
to
I don't
you.
care. You know me, I don't care.
It's
But,
up to you.
You know what I'm saying? Okay,
Keep
well.
it real.
So we know who we're talking about. We had a gentleman that owns the Peyton Place come up last weekend, Mr. Devin Funches. And so we were notified that he was up at Hollister Park passing out whatever he was passing out. And I don't have a problem with that. That's that man. But for a person that's so dedicated to Idlewild, why wasn't that done in Idlewild? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was very interesting,
Yeah.
you know.
Well, Mark pointed out too that right after our podcast last week, they announced the community service event. So I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it had anything to do with us.
I don't know.
Maybe not,
I don't
but
know.
That was a
But
piggyback.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's start that trend.
Anything to get the community together, like
Totally.
I say. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Because this community is all screwed up. You know, like I said last week, in order for things to move forward, we have to get the community together.
Mhm.
And when I say together, the visitors and the community. We gotta, get
Well,
together.
we're all community.
Huh?
We're all community.
What all-
Visitors and
the
the
Idlewild
year
community.
rounders. Yeah. That's how it's always been. Actually, when I was young in undergrad, like the first video that I ever shot
Okay.
on my own camera,
Okay.
I won this award. I was an RA. Like everything I say is just gonna reveal how nerdy I am.
Okay.
But but I won RA of the year, and it came with a grant, and I bought my first camera with it.
Oh, okay.
And
That
then
was cool.
super cool. And then I was going to Humboldt State. It's in Northern California,
Okay.
and they have this research ship.
Mhm.
So usually that would just be for like grad students or PhDs, but undergrads got to go on it.
Okay.
And I filmed these orca whales.
Okay.
And it turned out that was like the first time they had seen them for like 20 years. And they were
Okay.
able to ID them with a video.
Right.
And they put it on the website and all this stuff. And I was like super geeked. And then I learned, because of that whole experience, that orca whales have, they have they have different populations. So there's
Okay.
always a residential population and a
Okay.
migratory one.
Oh, okay. Something
And-
like up here.
Exactly.
Okay.
And you can't have one without the other. You know, they need each other.
I mean, no, you can't. I mean, not to function and get stuff moving ahead, you can't.
Or to have fun,
Right,
you know?
right. But
Like
it's
we need people here taking care of stuff and
Right.
watching out for everything.
Right.
And we need folks to come in and be like, we just been tearing it up all over the world,
Right.
you know?
Right.
And bring all this, different cool stuff that's
Right.
been happening.
Right. Well, that's cool. I mean, yeah. But
Did you go to the event?
no,
You didn't go confront?
no. Because actually, I think while the event was going on, we were here doing this.
Yeah.
Doing our podcast.
Okay.
So no.
Okay.
And I probably wouldn't have went anyway.
You got an audio call.
Okay, let's see if we can.
Steve says, what did he say?
I don't know.
Someone's calling Danny. This is like, it seems like it's scheduled, but it's not.
No, it's not.
Danny's just popular.
Right, no, I ain't that popular.
Yep, every time.
I can't wait to hear his calls all the
and,
time.
it's probably somebody I don't even want to talk to.
Uh-oh.
We'll see.
I hope it is.
Because somebody got on me about the first episode we did, and that phone call I got and answered it.
It doesn't seem like they're there now.
Well, good.
That's what made it so
May-
raw and organic. Like,
Maybe they thought about it, like, nah.
Steve Vaught says, one team, one dream. Get
Oh,
on
okay.
board. That's right.
Okay.
It was so sweet because today I was at the farming supply store.
The who?
The farming supply store.
Okay.
And Steve called and was like, hey, you want to go for a bike ride? And that's the best thing.
Oh, okay.
It's just, it's like we're all getting old, but
You're never too old for a bike ride.
we're going,
I
yeah.
done seen people around here 70, 75 year old getting on bikes.
I think it gets more and more fun.
Right. Yeah. Except for them heels.
Yeah.
Ooh, them heels terrible. Them heels are terrible.
before I get 70,
Yeah.
75.
I got caught on that hill with my big tire bike.
Ooh.
Wasn't fun at all.
Like the beach cruiser?
Yeah, with the big fat tires.
Fat tires,
I hate that
yeah.
bike.
Yeah.
Why were you riding it? Off the beach.
No, it's an all-terrain bike.
Oh,
But it's
okay.
just the front, the both tires are about this wide, and it's really heavy.
Okay.
Right.
I've seen him on the beach, but I haven't seen him like out in the world.
Yeah.
So, he wanted that bike so badly that I bought it as a gift.
Thank you.
Oh,
I think it was like a Father's Day or a birthday gift or something.
Okay.
And he was like so adamant about getting this bike, and I'm like, okay, let me get this darn bike. It was a surprise. The first time we took like a trip, like a bike riding trip, he was ready to retire. He said,
Aww.
nope, that's it. I
Right.
don't want it.
It's a beach cruiser. It ain't supposed to be rode, but on the beach,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. So that might be, I don't know, but
Well,
Can mine be like Coke or something?
Oh yeah, you don't have to drink it.
no, you
We'll
have
keep
to,
it up
no.
here.
Okay.
You want
Yeah.
wine?
Oh, hold on, we're
I'd
gonna
rather
we're gonna
have
put that
wine.
in here.
Yeah, I'd rather have wine. I
There
don't
you
want
go.
to waste it. Because
But that-
I'll be stuck to this couch for 2 days.
Ooh,
That would be cute. I'm into that.
right.
I know, Lydia, you'll have 2 day old company here.
Yes.
So what's going on this weekend? I don't know. It's nothing really special going on up here this weekend.
Well, it's
I
Memorial.
know it's a lot of people coming up this
Yeah.
weekend.
Yeah, it's Memorial Day.
Yeah, yeah. And this is like the first year we didn't have some good weather.
Mm.
You know, around
Beautiful.
after doing blessing and weekend until the end of May, it usually be snowing or cold.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
How was Blessing last week? The weather was that really nice or what?
it was good. And that's another subject I want to talk about.
But I hid inside. Well, not inside, but I didn't really leave my property till the bike sounds go away.
Oh wow, yeah, it was hectic uptown.
yeah, I saw the pictures.
Oh man, then I'm coming through town. I'm by Houseman's. I'm turning into Houseman's. So I got my two sons with me. One of them said, "What? Somebody burning rubber." Look behind me. Guy was sliding
Oh no.
on his motorcycle.
Never fails.
I said, man, every year, I think last year or the year before last, we had a fatality. Somebody got killed.
No.
Yeah. But every year is something, man. Every year.
Wow.
Well, how was the music event though with your?
Oh, that was
your
great.
s- your
Yeah,
son
we
and
had a
stuff?
good time at that. Everybody, yeah. The turnout was amazing.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I mean, like I told the guy that put it on, it was the perfect timing.
Mhm.
Because it was blessing weekend. You got people up for that. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But from my understanding, they're supposed to be doing they're going to do a show every month.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. So, but I think the next one coming up is going to be a 90s themed show.
Are they gonna visit us? Did you ask
They
them?
might.
They might. What?
They might. I can't guarantee it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm quite sure they will.
Yeah.
I'm quite sure they will. Especially we drink, I think they are 1738 drinkers. So they're gonna,
Okay.
they're gonna come just for that if they don't come for nothing.
Okay, that's
So-
good to know.
But,
We're ready.
Yeah, we ready
We got
for
some
'em.
comments to read.
Remember the house parties we used? Oh yeah, Zachary Matoya. Yeah, I remember them house parties. My mom and them had a house on Paradise Lake, man. And I used to throw house parties in the winter. Me and a guy, and we have cars from our house around by Morton's, then go on the other way up to that website.
Wow.
And this is in the winter.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? But my parties, I'm telling you, my parties the last 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. Because I didn't let, if you were cool with me, or you know what I'm saying, I didn't let you drive. You welcome to stay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we used to have them house parties. Then there used to be some people on 10 that used to throw a lot of house parties. But I don't even think people around here throw house parties like they did back in the 80s and 90s.
We gotta bring that back.
Yeah, ain't nothing like a good house party.
Yeah. I mean the Blounce though.
The Browns.
The Blounce.
Oh yeah. But that's during the summertime.
Yeah. Oh,
You
you need
know,
a wintertime
yeah.
house party?
So wintertime, I got a couple of fellas. We usually alternate every week
Mm-hmm.
of where we gonna have the parties at.
Aw.
because there's nothing to do here in the winter.
Mm-hmm.
So we get together. I mean, I'm a firm believer that it don't take a lot of people to have a good time.
Right.
If you got 10 to 12 people and y'all chilling, playing spades, that's what I'm talking about. You know.
Or two.
And I want to say, huh? But yeah, that's yeah. So I mean, it's cool. Yeah, we used to have them, man. I mean, don't nobody throw house parties around here no more like that.
Yeah.
We got to get more winter folks.
Yeah.
And we got to get some other folks to come back.
Yeah.
I'm always here in the winter.
You're in the winter.
That's
I
what
ain't
we
never
all
seen you
say.
in the winter.
I've been in and out, you know.
We've never been here in the winter. I want to come.
I've been up like the last few, actually every Christmas since I got my house. My first winter I spent almost exclusively with Betty Foot.
Okay.
And it was like magical, obviously, if you know Betty Foot.
Right.
And actually that's part of why I wanted to do a podcast too, because she was saying part of her favorite thing was like in the wintertime when everyone left and people would just get together and talk about all the things that had happened and spill the tea.
Is she here yet?
Yeah.
Miss
She
Foot?
says she's here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's here.
We got to get her in here because she got
my.
she got some history. She can take
know.
the whole podcast
Yes.
just telling people the history.
Yeah, a series, a whole month.
Yeah.
At least.
Because I know, man. I hear some stories. I remember Aunt Janet was telling us about what's the lady that stayed on the other side of the lake? I can't remember her name. She passed away. But Denise and Freddie has her house now.
Oh, I forget.
And
Mary Ellen Wilson.
remember, Auntie was telling us that she had a guy that was a plane or a pilot, and he would come to the airport, fly over her house to let him know he meet me at the airport.
That's dope.
And they would get in the car and go up to the airport and meet him. I'm like, damn,
I'll take
you
that.
got your man flown in. Ain't nothing. Ooh.
Well, actually, part of the other reason that I was like I had to get through all that dirt. Next week I'll be in Vienna
Oh, okay.
with my partner.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I love that contrast, you
Oh,
know.
okay. Right. That's cool.
That's gonna be really nice.
I know, and I've never been.
Ooh, take lots of pics.
I will. I'll try. I might forget.
They should did, Mimi. You and Bo Weaver threw some nice parties back in the day too.
Oh, do it
They threw
again.
some nice ones.
What makes a nice party to you? To
Good
everybody.
people and good food
Mm-hmm.
and good drink. That's all. That's a party right there.
Yeah.
You know. Just like I'm gonna say a saying I caught somebody saying today. I know when I say it, he gonna talk shit. You know what I'm saying? But a guy said today, he said, "This ain't no barbecue, so don't bring no beef."
I know who said that.
You know what I'm saying?
I just read it. It was Steve.
Steve said that. Steve said it.
That was funny.
Yeah, but he be on me. Ever since that one championship, you know, he didn't take it kindly.
Oh, the cooking?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, and
You talking about when I put that spanking out there?
yes sir, yes sir,
Damn.
yes sir.
You
Yes,
know
sir.
what?
Okay.
It should be a whole segment of that, just trash talking for.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
We can do that.
Uh-huh.
The cooking in the wild trash talk segment.
Cause it'd be some. Last year I had a ball. You know what I'm saying? Because I think last year I rode around. I was one of the judges, I think. And I tried to ride around to all the participants' houses. And some people got offended that I didn't stay long enough at their house, or some. But half of them I didn't know where they stayed, or I couldn't find their address. So, but yeah, that cooking in the wild, man. That's yeah. well, in the wild?
I'm thinking about doing some lessons this summer.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do grilling lessons.
Okay.
Every third Saturday.
Okay.
And,
you hear that, Steve?
And I can have Steve over. I can definitely. I'll do some one-on-one mentoring with Steve.
Wow.
And you know, some of the other guys, I can help them out. You know, I can help Charles out.
Right.
Because you know he needs some help too.
Right. Right. Well, we all can live.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm willing to do that because I love.
That's the man you are.
I want to keep it real.
Right. Keep it real. Keep it real.
Oh my God.
Hey, Karen from I think she's from Houston. Karen Hamilton. How you doing, Karen? But yeah, that's the trip, man. Cooking in the wild. We got to do something during the summer months too, though, like cooking something.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not wait till the fall and when it's cold and you know. But hey, I love them nights sitting outside the bonfire. Oh man.
We talked a little bit about that before with Steve and you know the team that puts it you know, that helps out to do something during the summer months.
Right.
And he wanted to like kick it off at his house, just to invite everybody, like a potluck type of thing, and then do something else like summer, and then our official Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
What was that last year? Thanksgiving in October?
That was nice.
Wasn't that the bomb?
Yes, that was really
That was a bomb. We got to do that again this year.
Yeah.
I'm excited I'll be here this year.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, this is the problem though, because so many people want to stay, but there's no jobs.
No.
So I had to, some of us just gotta go where the work is.
Right.
But now,
Yeah,
things
so
are
you're
different.
going to be around this winter though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Making room for more people too.
Right.
Yeah.
I have to come up, Liddy, and we have to walk the lake
Yes.
and
Ice skate,
Yes.
ice skating
Well,
buddy.
see, now you got an ice skating partner.
See?
Yeah.
It's gonna be so cool.
I know.
It's gonna be a huge thing.
We can go back and rewind this because I'm going to see that she does it.
Yeah. This will
You
be
hear
a
us, Mark? You hear?
Okay, I gotta
Come-
be real.
Come,
flashback.
come winter time, we ain't going to see Shawana.
We'll make a little ice skating segment.
Yes. Okay, I do want. I've been wanting to come. I really walking.
I could never get that ice skating though.
Yeah, I've never been ice skating.
I can't never get it. I could never, even as a child.
Why?
I just,
The balance.
yeah, it's the balance on that blade.
Do you go roller skating?
Now, I did roller, oh yeah, I roller skate. I ain't roller skated in 30 years though, but
Roller blading?
I don't do that roller blading. I ain't got,
I think it's all in your mind.
yeah, it'd be in my ass if I fall. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't do that. I used to roller skate. I don't do that. My bone's too fragile now. I'll fall around the knee to hip.
You gotta get some
I-
pads.
Yeah.
I only went snowboarding one time, and I'm pretty sure.
No,
I
I'll
broke
try
my butt.
that.
You
I
will?
I do the snowboarding.
Never again.
Yeah. Yeah.
I broke my butt, y'all.
For real?
I mean, I don't know. I didn't get it checked. I should have. Because,
Right.
health insurance.
You just healed up.
But I needed one of those, like, donuts, I think. It was painful.
Oh.
Right.
It was not cool.
Zachary, yes, they are. They put on an event every year, but I think this year is held at Yates Township instead of Meeks Park.
What's that?
Oh yeah, where's Giselle watching? She said it's July 1st at Meeks Park. Or it is at Meeks Park. My bad.
What is it?
Yeah, you gotta
It's a
contextualize.
thing that the Greers put on every year at Meeks Park.
Oh yeah.
And where they give away, I think they give
yeah.
away like 2 scholarships or something.
Oh, that's cool.
For
So
their
they do
mom.
that. They've been doing that for I think a few years now, which is cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, I went to it, I think last summer. It was really nice.
I'll tell you one thing they need to bring back, man, the fashion show. Oh man, doing Ottawa Week, man, that fashion show, man, they had this little guy come up from Chicago with his females. Oh man.
A little guy with his females?
Yeah,
What is this?
It was a guy. I guess he was a guy. You know what I'm saying? But he used to come up with the females, but it was, I mean, they put on the show.
Auntie Janet told us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I got.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, because Janet and them used to be, I'm telling you, Janet, I'm talking Janet, Auntie, Miss Hawkins, all them ladies like that, man, they used to come in there, all city ladies, they come in
city
there.
Ladies?
Yeah, I'm talking about Detroit, Chicago, and so Ohio, Cleveland. Oh, they come in there, man, with their hats on and them outfits. Shit, boy, they be looking fly as hell in there. For real.
Ooh, Linda McClure stopped by last week, too, to say hi.
Linda?
Yeah, she used to do the fashion show, too, right?
Yeah.
She helped with it?
Yeah.
That would be dope.
Yeah. But I'm talking about in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the 80s and the late 70s.
Go on.
You know, but they used to put it on.
I saw some pictures.
Yeah, so, but yeah, they used to put that on every year. I used to look forward to that. I don't think it was doing Ottawa Week, too.
Where was it?
At Loud Owners.
And what else happened during Idlewild Week?
Well, different clubs put on different events
Like what?
of the week. Well, they have maybe the theme would be all red. Or the thing would be Levi's, Hawaiian.
So just parties?
Yeah, all parties, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hosted by the different clubs?
Yeah.
There was an entry, actually, I gotta find that, in one of the yearbooks, where they were talking about back before, I think like in the 50s.
Okay.
All the clubs would meet at the clubhouse.
Okay.
And someone was making a plea to not make the individual club buildings, because they said even though we have our little groups, it's really great for us to all come together.
Yeah, and that's, I guess, they stuck to that, because they either, it's two places, no, it's three places they go now. Morton's, I don't even think they go to Morton's anymore. They might. It was Morton's, Lot Owners, then Michigan building.
And there's the Detroit Idlewild
and
Club.
the Detroit Clubhouse. I'm sorry, Detroit Clubhouse.
Yeah, but I mean, that's something to think about, because people did split up,
Yeah.
And I think it would be good to have a place where all the clubs just hung out together.
And that's and that's at Detroit Clubhouse or either Morton's or Mid-Michigan building.
It seems like Michigan is big enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is, and they did wonders with that. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned to somebody else the other day that I came here in 2001, and I ain't seen a building around here renovated. Only one I've seen renovate a building was Mid-Michigan with the old Masonic, and they did a beautiful job.
When did they do that?
Oh, this been almost 10 years now. No, close to 10 years now. Yeah. It took them a minute, but that's a beautiful building inside. AC and everything. So yeah. But they did wonders with that. Now we're gonna see who gonna do the next building or when. That's the whole thing. It's when.
Mark and Shawana have a couple.
Yeah.
Things we're working on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm quite sure they do have some plans they're working on. And we won't get into details with them. So we're going to just do it.
Plotting and planning.
We ain't going to talk about it. Just do it. I told y'all in the first 2 episodes that this is the year for doing. We didn't heard enough shit talking and what we plan on doing. Now this is what we're going to do. It's going down. So.
And everyone else who isn't in the loop, you can speculate until
well,
until the ribbon cutting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Because if we say anything, then it'll foil.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers. All right.
Oh, Mark needs a refill.
Whoa.
All right. My man, where you cut? Oh, you kills yours, huh? Oh, excuse me. We got excuse me.
Pardon.
All right.
Party foul.
Lydia, I love this wine glass. By the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Thank
This
you.
big old wine glass.
You might find it at my house.
I got enough.
All right. But yeah, that's cool. There's something else I wanted to bring up.
While you're thinking, oh
no.
no, I was just gonna say Zachary said in memory of their mom.
Yeah.
For the Greer.
The Greers, yeah.
And
It
it's also
actually
it's
is.
really dope because the Greers are like the Von Trapps of Idlewild.
Right.
They all sing and perform.
Yeah.
Last summer I recorded the play that they do.
Okay.
I forgot what it's called.
I forgot too.
But it was really great.
Oh,
I
okay.
wanted to come to that. It was some type of. Was it for the Green Book thingy or?
I think
I think it was just
I think so.
yeah, because they had done it before and everyone loved it so much that the demand to come back was high.
Right.
Mhm.
Oh boy.
It's not during the winter, is it?
No.
No, I think it was like July.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll let you see the recording. Come
Come
in.
on in.
This other person coming in here.
Come on in. Oh.
All right.
Oh, we got Mr. Blount. Mr. Steve Blount.
Yay.
Your resident chef.
Hello.
Welcome to the Supper Club, my
Man,
brother.
appreciate it. Hey,
All right.
Appreciate the invite. Hey,
All right.
Love what y'all doing here.
Thank you. Thank
Welcome
you.
aboard.
Thank you.
Just a little gift fresh off the grill, a little salmon,
Okay,
zucchini.
you know-
Damn.
You want to take a peek? Let's take a peek.
Put it on camera for him, you know?
Look what we got there.
Ooh, show that off.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Mr. Steve Blount.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Y'all welcome.
Thank you.
Mark, do you need to critique it?
Right.
No,
I'm going to keep it real, right?
Keep it real, Danny.
Okay. You can't mess with Steve when it comes to cooking that salmon.
Or anything.
Hey.
Or anything for that
Or
matter.
anything.
No, I don't know about that.
Steve,
I do.
calm down.
You know what I'm saying?
Calm down.
Now, you
You getting excited now.
Man,
Relax.
work speak for itself.
You
man.
know.
Everybody know around here
It
how I
does
do.
smell nicely.
and it smells good right there
Fresh
too.
off the grill, man. It's
That's
good.
not my
Right.
My piece isn't in there, is it? Mine is.
I got one for you, dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
See, you know it's bad when your wife wants somebody else.
You know what?
Ooh, all right, you know. Oh,
Danny.
hey.
Listen.
Pop, shots fired.
Okay, okay.
Were you listening, or was this a pure
Yeah, I was listening.
a pure manifestation of Shawana being like, we just need to have an episode where everyone's just talking trash.
It's here.
Well, I love it.
Okay.
And I have a question for y'all.
Okay.
So I would like to know, what was the inspiration for the podcast?
Lydia, did
Uh,
you say about something about Miss Betty?
I wanted to start a podcast. Literally, we all wanted to start a podcast.
Everybody wants to start
You know what I'm saying? So instead of having 2 or 3 podcasters going on, we decided to collaborate and put one on. You know what I'm saying? I've been talking about a podcast for the last year. That's my reason. Because I want to keep people informed. You got a lot of people that's not on social media. So only way they can be formed is listening to us like now or going back and watching this on Spotify. But it's really, my main thing about the podcast is keeping people informed what's going on in the community. Different events, like anything, new buildings coming up, people building. Just keep them informed. It's a lot of people don't know the real history about Idlewild and the people in Idlewild. So I've been around here a long time. So some of the history, I can go back to the 80s or 70s. Ain't too many people around here can go. I know you can, Mr. Blount. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what we want to do. We want, like you, we want you to tell us some of the things you have done since you and what brought your family up here.
We live over here?
We
Oh
live.
yeah, we live.
We're all live.
Y'all interviewing me? I'll just give y'all a little brief snippet. I've been coming up here since I was in diapers. Now, my mom and dad were coming up here when they were teenagers. So you're talking about in the 50s.
Ooh.
And my dad's aunt, which would have been my great aunt, they built that house that's next to my house in the 30s.
Oh, wow.
So they got, we 3-4 generations deep of coming up here.
See, that's what I'm
And
talking
now
about.
my daughter, she 5th generation now.
Okay.
So this is all I've known in the summertime.
Right.
Because my mother, I was fortunate enough to have a mother who was a teacher. So when she got out of school, we all got out of school for the summer.
Right.
We came up here. I didn't spend my summers in the city.
Yeah.
I spent my summers in Idlewild. So that's why I know so many local people up here.
You've been around
The
here.
Hawkins, the Spears,
Yeah.
we name dropping, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
because I grew up with them.
Right.
Lamar and Martell. Like, I grew up with them.
So you remember Letman's? You remember
of
Lee
course.
John's?
Lee John's, of course.
Oh,
I remember
man.
Rosanna's Tavern.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Rosanna's Tavern.
Now, let me ask you a question.
Rosanna's, right?
I'm gonna test how long you been. Do you remember Pearl's Bar?
No, I don't remember Pearl.
See, don't nobody remember Pearl's Bar.
Aw.
I was a little shorty. I must have been 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
But Pearl's Bar was directly, okay, you know where Big Money stay?
Yep.
Okay, you know when you go around right next to Big Money, in that curve,
Okay.
on the other side of the corner, across from Meeks Park, really, was Pearl's Bar.
No. That's dating me. That's dating me.
Yep.
I do remember when you came down the road where the I forget what street it is, where the senior center is.
It's Lansing Street, but we used to call that Firehouse Road.
Yeah, Firehouse Road, right. That's what we called it too.
Yep.
And when you came up to Tacoma, you could go straight across. It was a dirt road, and
Yep.
it went straight across
Yep.
and brought you right over.
Yeah. Do you remember the community garden they used to have there?
Yes,
Yep.
I do.
Where
Okay.
was it?
Now let me ask you another question. In that same, because you can go around by Mark's brother house, Tony.
Yep.
Okay, a guy when you go around like you go into Tony's house, to the right,
Yeah.
that building used to be Lillian's Restaurant.
Okay, that's before my time, because I knew the people that had the house on the hill was Pop Cotton, we used to call him. He had
Okay.
the house right there, which would have been on the other side of the restaurant
Yep.
up on that hill.
Yep, yep. And my brother used to work for her back in the 70s.
Yep.
That's dope.
But she had the best sweet. Ooh, that lady could cook some sweet potato pie. Oh man.
Do you bake, Steve?
I do.
Who else? Do you guys bake?
Do you?
I make sweet potato pie.
Oh
Do you?
shit!
This recipe and I sell it.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
before we go
Okay.
too far, where was the community garden?
The community garden was in the center of Tacoma. I don't know that street that goes to Paradise Path.
Right.
Because it veers off like the fork in the road.
Exactly.
You can keep straight on Tacoma or you can go right. I'm not familiar with that street name.
That's the funny thing about Idlewild is I've been coming up here my entire life, but I don't know a lot of the street names, but I can tell you how to get some.
Yep, me too. Me too.
I'm telling you
Me
the street
too.
name. Like you go to the bar, make a right
I
at the
agree.
bar.
Yep.
I'm the same
You
way.
Yep.
go down to the Morton, make a left at the Morton.
Yeah, because people get up here from the city. You know, if you're from the city, you used to blocks. Where do you stay? I'm the third block off of Greenfield.
Yep.
Up here, you can't. But then later in the years, I found out how they do it. They do the outside lights. I'm the third light past Foreman Road, or I'm the third light past Lansing Street. So that's how you know, because you might be a road here and ain't no other road for 8 blocks. So,
Right about that.
but
yeah, well, also a lot of the roads don't have signs. Like the corner over there,
yeah,
there's no
Yeah.
patience.
yeah, yeah.
You just say, right here in mid-Michigan, Idlewild is
Yep.
like the block before you get to it.
The
that's
first
mine.
street
Yeah,
after,
that's
yep.
it. Turn.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, you got to remember Giles Hotel.
I do.
Do you remember the little shooting galleries that used to be on the beach?
Yep, I
Okay.
do remember that.
Okay.
I remember when the lot owners, you could actually skate over there.
Yep.
I remember having skate
Yep.
parties over there.
Yep. Come out there, hand be sandy, dusty in the hell.
Big time.
Yeah.
Look
Are
like
you
you been
gonna-
hanging drywall all day.
Yeah.
Are you gonna come ice skating with us this winter?
Y'all know I'm not a winter baby. I'm kind of on
See?
record with that. However, I am considering coming up here for New Year's because my brother came up for New Year's this year.
Okay.
The first time. He said he saw you
Did he?
at the bar.
He might. Sure
New Year's
did.
Eve.
Sure
Yeah,
did.
New Year's
Sure
He
did.
didn't remember.
Yeah.
So,
Must have been a good New Year.
A good
How
one.
many 1738s was that ago?
Hey, baby, we don't. I don't know. We ain't counting.
That's right.
We don't count in here.
That's right.
We don't count.
But I might consider coming up for New Year's Eve and celebrating New
Okay,
Year's. with
okay,
y'all
that'll be
here
cool.
At the bar.
That'd be
in a
cool.
Nice, small, intimate setting with close friends and family.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then maybe go skiing up at Cabernet or something like
Okay.
that too, because that's what he did. So that sounds fun, but I prefer the heat.
Okay.
Just so
Right.
it's known.
Right,
I enjoy
right,
the
right.
sunshine. I
Yeah.
detest the cold.
Right. Now, Michael Shawana, let me ask y'all a question.
Mhm.
What brought y'all up here?
The first time we came up,
Yeah.
glamping.
Yep.
Glamping?
It
We
was,
came up here for Summer Oasis.
Now, glamping was at Lindsay's park.
Lindsay Park.
And
And
yeah.
that was, it was his first year here.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so we came on the first year here.
First
Okay.
year here, and it was our dinner club. So
Okay.
it was 4 couples.
Okay.
And when we came up, it was funny because everybody was partying, and I'm just sitting there like, we're on a lake, and it's a for sale sign.
Yeah.
It's a house right
So
now.
I got on the phone, and I called and set up an appointment
Okay.
with Jim Vanis,
Okay.
and he came. I said, can you come do a showing on a Saturday? He was like, sure.
While on vacation.
You know, we're on vacation, so I'm like, I told her, I'm like, hey, you know, so he came and showed the house, and everybody was skeptical, and you know, oh man. So we went in the house and we looked at it. So I pulled her to the side and said, can we make an offer?
Right.
So I got the okay from the missus.
And been up here ever since. So y'all got like 7 years here now?
7 years.
7 years? Yeah.
What year was that first Summer Oasis?
That was 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Then, yeah, it was like a domino effect.
16.
That's how it was.
It was
16.
16 because 17 is where we
When
put
we
our roots
yeah,
down.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
16.
16.
Okay.
So
That's sweet.
Some of the things, I ask you guys, what are some of the things that you would like to see in Outer Wild?
All of the businesses that aren't open,
Okay.
they have to be open. Not
Yeah.
even for us, but for the year round.
Right, for the
Yeah,
community.
community.
Right, right.
I want to see unity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oneness.
That's what I want to see.
We gon' before this summer, we gonna get some kind of unity around here. You know what I'm saying?
Some
So,
kind.
That
we
is,
gonna get some
yeah. Huh?
We gonna get some tomorrow.
Oh yeah. Well, we gonna start some unity tomorrow.
You damn right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so because that's the only way that we're gonna grow
Right.
as a community.
Right.
Mhm.
And who knows? This might be our retirement home.
Right. Right.
You know, so,
At least in the summer.
yeah.
Right. Right.
Yep.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, that's the only way that we're gonna thrive as a community is one mind
Yeah.
and togetherness.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that is shown up because, you know,
I don't like
but it's been that separation between the community and your seasonal people ever since I was a kid coming up here.
Well, you gotta stop saying the community and the seasonal people.
Well, I mean, until we come together, that's
So,
when I say the community, I mean everybody.
I know. Well, say year round and seasonal.
so Danny, realistically, since it's been happening since you've been a child, do you think it's possible to achieve that?
To bring things back.
Yeah, I mean
To bring
be,
people together?
You know, to bring people together because of the great divide, right? So, do you think that it's possible? And you, I'm not.
How would I go about doing it?
Or do you think it's possible? Do we have hope?
Yeah, it's hope. It's always hope. But the thing about it is, it's always been a separation for years. From what they used to tell me is, oh, Detroit people, Chicago people come up here and do their thing, they go back. Okay, that's what they got the property for. Mm-hmm. Don't get mad at them. They come up here, but don't get mad at them. Mm-hmm. They coming to your town, enjoying your town. You know what I'm saying? Right. So why not welcome them? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I don't know. We have different events. The community don't show up. You know, damn the people that come up for the summer. You don't even support your own people. So, I mean, it's going to have to be done. I know how, but it might be a pretty long little process. But I tell you what, slowly they are. Yeah. Because I remember doing Ottawa Week with nobody come to any events from the community. In the last 3 or 4 years, maybe 5 years, I've seen more community people coming. And that's cool. Because from what they tell me, they welcome them. But the way they had it set up, the community felt, oh, they leaving us. Oh, we're not leaving you out. You know, you're welcome to anything.
That's right, Danny. You hitting the nail on the head, because it's not, this great division is just, it's fictitious. It's in people's mind.
Right.
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 Because the people that you talk about that say they don't feel welcome have never even met some of the people that are, you know, up here in the summers,
right,
maybe are not here in the wintertime.
Right.
But see, I know it can be done because I know these people up here.
Yeah.
I grew up with them in the summer times, and they never looked at me any different, and I never looked at them any different.
Right.
We were kids that were here in Ottawa that wanted to have fun and have a good time, and I'm still friends with those people today. Yeah. And that's what I say. Any event that's held at my place, everybody, the community is welcome.
Right.
Everyone is welcome. Right. There is no out-of-towners and locals. It's the Ottawa community, like you say. Everybody is welcome.
Right.
At my place.
Right.
And I like, just to piggyback off of Steve, I want to say with us, anything we host or give or throw, anybody can pull up. Everyone is welcome. I welcome and I encourage everyone.
Right.
And you know, Steve, one thing I like about him is whenever we come in town, he says welcome home.
Oh yeah.
Welcome home.
Yeah.
I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And you know, I'll be eager to see. I'll tell you, I passed by the house and didn't notice the car. Right. And I had to make a U-turn. Be like, uh-oh. You know what I'm saying? So I miss y'all when y'all gone. My people that come up for the summer, I miss them when they leave in October and November. I'm like, damn, man.
Well, it doesn't have to be that way because the season is extending.
Yeah.
You know, we doing chili in October.
Yep.
You know, people are doing Friendsgiving now that's going into November. You know, people coming up for New Year, and then now instead of coming up in May, people are coming up in April. So there's not this huge division of time where everybody just disappears.
Right.
You know? There's still some events. Now, it might be smaller, but there's still some.
Yeah, it is.
Events,
it is.
There's still some synergy going on between the community.
Yeah.
So Danny mentioned earlier before you got here that he would like to see us host a cooking event during the summer, not just Labor Day or October. But remember, we talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So having it sooner than September, October. But you know, having something.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, we'll do another one earlier.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hey.
You can fire people right now.
I mean, even a bake-off.
Oh. Yeah.
Ooh.
Tammy said she'd be a judge.
She'll be a judge.
Damn.
Now she got to be in the event.
She can't.
No.
She cannot.
Tammy will murder them, man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well, that'd be That'd be.
Dude, you're not
Someone.
I give it to her. She can throw down. Right. Tammy, you get all your props from me. You get all your flowers.
Tammy cakes.
Someone called Tammy because she is not on Facebook.
Well, you are.
Call her.
Too, you know what I mean?
I don't think.
Hold on, man. So,
what's funny is, and let me mention this while I can remember to mention it. I think I hooked up with you last year, or the year before last, and never met him before. Never. I probably seen you and your brother around, but as kids, we had our own beach.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't go to the beach every weekend because on Paradise Day we made, and so our parents kept us there. So we didn't mingle with a lot of people that came up. We had my daddy had his friends that came up, and we'll mingle with them. You know what I'm saying? But I was so glad I met you and your brother, man, because we shared so many moments around here and memories. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, man, we ain't never hooked up. And that's the way we met, just like that.
And that's the key. That ain't what you just said right now. Now, if the others, and I'm using air quotes for
Right.
y'all who can't see me, the others who feel like you feel, if they just would attend an event,
Yeah.
them walls would
Yeah.
just evaporate.
Yeah. Stop feeling like they left out. You're not left out.
But there was an event that was in like October. It was the day party.
Okay.
Over at Dana's.
Dana's.
And there were locals that were.
It was. It was.
It
It was.
was a great time. Everybody had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I met some new people that I hadn't met before.
Right.
You know, so
Right.
we just need more inclusive events like that, and people have to come with an open mind and an open heart, man.
And that gets to like a circle back to your question of inspiration for the podcast is one. I mean, I'm an artist, a scientist, and an activist. Like, I'm a community organizer, and in coming to Idlewild, in the state that it is, there's no public gathering spaces. You know, there's
No watering holes.
yeah.
No, it's not.
Not that are outside of like consumption. You know, you
Right.
got to go to the bar or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But I really hope this will be a place where people will come together and and at least if you're not here physically, you can hear what's going on
Right.
and you can feel like you're more familiar and more a part of the community. And also just like historically, if you haven't noticed, I'm a big nerd, and you know I've been poring all over these books and anything that people. Denise Bellamy let me go through her archive, which was Mary Ellen Wilson's.
Okay.
And so I scanned a bunch of that stuff, and it's amazing. Like
Oh, yeah.
all the stories and all the things that people were doing and the things that we could keep doing or bring back. So I just want to share all this stuff. And I know, like, being a new person, it's not mine, you know,
Right.
but it is really close to my heart. And
Right.
so I just wanted to do it right. And so when Danny said he wanted to start one, I was like, I want to start one too. And then he was all fancy. He was like, I'm not going to do it if it's not professional. And then like the first day he's like,
I'm a strong believer. If you're
this
going to do
chair is
something,
not
do it right.
comfortable.
I
I
mean,
gotta
you know,
loop-de-bloop.
And you look good. I mean, you
gotta get
yeah.
a new chair, Danny.
No, this mine.
Oh, that's your,
I had to bring this myself. Hey, because we were sitting there. I'm going to get her one, too.
you gotta get Lydia one?
I got to
like
move around. You know what I'm saying?
Lydia wants vintage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
well-
I have one in the back. I'll put wheels on it.
Okay, well, I'll put you some stuff. Matter of fact, I'll put you some rollerblades on there. How about that?
Bless.
Some reclaimed wood.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Lydia, I can see you being the Idlewild historian, the next Idlewild historian.
Well, there's some steep competition there too, so I don't want to, you know.
Okay.
I am anti-competitive.
Hey, you said a shout out to Gregory Parker. What's up, bro?
Hey, Greg.
Glad you can join us.
Oh yeah, and I have Tammy on the line. She said, "Don't mess with her, Steve." About these.
Damn.
Oh, see?
Don't talk
See?
Clear,
Look,
concise,
dude,
simple.
I'm going to tell you this. I ain't never tasted none of your bacon, Steve.
Okay.
I tasted Tammy's.
I do want some.
And I'm going to tell you right now,
I have
Do you
to.
guys want some?
if
Some
you
salmon?
going to do some bacon, your shit going to have to be good,
Of
bro.
course. Just like
For
everything
real.
I do, man. Hey,
Okay? Okay?
Tammy, don't talk me to death. Don't talk me to death. All that talk is cheap. Put up.
Yeah, good too.
You know, because y'all know I.
Hey, hold on. Y'all want some salmon? Y'all want some?
Lydia, I do.
Oh, okay. You want some?
No,
Steve, you eat your own cooking? Got you. See? I got you. I got
Of
you.
course I do, man.
I know you do, man, 'cause that's why it's so good. That's why it's so good. I love cooking too. But the thing about me, somebody asked me why I don't never enter competitions.
That was me.
Okay. And to answer that, I don't think my cooking good enough to enter competitions.
Not with that attitude,
Danny.
man.
Well, no, I'm being honest. I'm keeping it real.
Danny, your fried salmon.
Yeah.
your
Oh yeah, but
fried
that ain't.
salmon.
I mean, that's dipping some shit in some cornmeal and flour and putting it in the grease.
But you can tell it's made with love.
Oh, it's all everything. I put love in everything I do, cooking and whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Fish and some grease.
But I'm surprised that
I
many.
ate already.
Okay.
Oh, you can set that right here.
Yeah, that's for y'all.
Or some of them. Thank you.
Fair enough.
All right, y'all see what we eating up in here? That's courtesy of Mr. Steve Blout.
Well,
Thank
you're welcome.
you.
Enjoy. You know, I feed y'all, man. I feed y'all
Okay,
minds, I feed
okay.
y'all hearts, and I feed y'all souls, and I feed y'all bellies.
You know we here.
You know what? That's the most considerate thing I've ever heard come out of your mouth. You know what? I'm gonna go over here and give my brother a hug, man. Hey.
Aw. See,
Got enough room over there?
it all happens on the supper club.
You're the man, Steve.
Everybody's coming
Ooh, the salmon.
together.
Oh man.
I'm just excited for this weekend. I think it's gonna be a really fun weekend.
Oh yeah.
I think so too.
Oh, yeah.
It's like family reunion time.
Oh yeah.
We gonna get out
Get
on
to
this
see everybody that ain't seen all winter.
water therapy. We all need it.
Oh, got to. And the weather's supposed to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I just picked up some Speedos
Oh, man.
from Dollar General, and I'm ready.
Damn, Steve. This is good.
Oh man, this is
Can't say how good
fantastic.
it is because my husband's
Right,
right
please,
here.
right, and please don't let him hear
I
that.
know.
Right,
Okay.
right.
He did a great job.
Mark won't even take one bite, y'all.
Well,
That's all right, Mark. That's all right.
Now I'm gonna eat some of that fish tomorrow.
Okay.
What Zachary say? When I was there a month ago, I met some people from Western Michigan University there to conduct some kind of study of Idlewild.
Zach, they've been studying Idlewild for years. What exactly are they studying?
Sorry about that.
But yeah, I've seen some people, I don't know, it was from the state of Michigan. You know, I sit up on the beach every day. And I noticed a couple of cars out there from the state of Michigan and actually had tape measures. I should have been the, what do you call it, the editor and got out and asked them what they were doing.
Police to police.
Yeah,
A journalist.
yeah,
An auditor. Yeah.
yeah. But I didn't want to offend them or get in their business. But next time I
Don't
am.
worry about offending the police. Like, they are civil servants, and a lot of times us as
Was it the police?
civilians, we think that they have all this power or they're above the law.
Right,
When they're not.
No.
They're there to enforce the law and enforce the rights of the people.
right,
Right, so it's our job to make sure that we hold them accountable at the same time.
right.
Now, you don't have to be disrespectful,
Oh, no.
right? Because we seen what can happen in those instances, and
Oh, yeah.
it's usually not a good outcome. But however, it is up to us to try to force change through the system of police brutality and that over militarization of the police
Right.
force to get them to calm down and be, members of the community and see
Right.
we just like you.
Right.
We want the same thing as you want.
Because I remember one year, man, the police harassed Idlewild so bad, dude. I mean, it was a Red Rooster then. But they would come out, mark your tires with a white chalk line.
What?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember
They-
what year it was?
Oh, man, it's...
But if it was Rosanna's,
I would say in the oh damn, this is like 2001 when I first got up here.
Damn.
2001, 2002. And then they would sit right there at Road Runners, catching people going home after the bar. And that's one thing I got.
What was it, like 10 people
10 people what?
at the bar?
Oh no, it was more than that.
Really?
No, it was. I'm talking about during the summer.
Oh, in the
5,
summer.
6 years ago, it used to be crowded at the bar.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
It used to be
I've been
crowded.
there and it was.
Yeah. I remember like in the 80s and 90s, believe it or not, and it ain't even got to be a holiday weekend. The beach used to be packed. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Remember that, Steve?
I do. I used to go over there.
Yeah.
You know, when it was packed in, see what kind of trouble I could get into.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
that's where the crowd was.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole, but now.
So that's one of the biggest appeals to Idlewild Lake. You know, when we look out in our community and we see a lot of people on the beach that maybe are not part of the community, it's because that beach is public. There are a lot of lakes in Lake County,
Right.
but not a lot of lakes have a public access beach. So there's an access point on the beach for you to put your boat in.
Yep.
And if you don't have a house on the lake, you could just hang out on the beach. No problem.
Right.
So that is the attractiveness to Idlewild Lake.
And
it's so clean
you know,
and
the
beautiful.
community has a thing that, well, you come up there on Friday, Saturday, and it's nothing but white folks on the beach. Okay, so what? That's just as much your beach as it is theirs. But you will go out to Wolf Lake, Big Star Lake, and Ludington when we got one of the beautiful beaches around here.
One of the only public beaches around here.
And really the only one like that in Lake County.
Right. That's a fact.
So why not enjoy that? But then you want to get mad at people because they do? Idlewild is beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
And you should be thankful that we have different races trying to enjoy this historical, beautiful place.
I mean,
You know, it's not that they trying to come in and take over. They want to enjoy it like we did.
Well, I'll say this,
Or like we do.
and I was telling Mark
Say
this
it.
earlier, that you're not gonna find a place in Michigan where you can get lake access or lake view
Mm-hmm.
at the price point that you can get it here in Lake County,
Right.
or in Idlewild, or Yates Township, and that is very attractive to a lot of people.
Right.
Not just white, black,
Mhm.
but it's economics,
Right.
right? Because if you go to Star Lake or Wolf Lake or go out to Ludington, or you go to Torch Lake,
Mm-hmm.
you're not gonna find anything in the price range that you can find here,
Right.
No.
in Iowa.
Yeah, because I'm looking at houses out there. They want $500,000 and $500,000.
And
Shout out
that's
Torch
for,
Lake.
and that's for a shack.
Yeah.
That's for a shack.
but
I'm
at
like-
the same time, just in the few years that I've been here, like the shack at the end of the block is $130,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
And that's everywhere. That's across
Yeah.
America.
And that same property, when we first started coming up here, they
7
tried
years
to sell
ago.
us that for what, 20?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Right.
So you know, that's a man.
Yeah.
That's big.
And that's not just
Huge hike.
Yeah.
that's of course that's a product of supply and demand. It's a product of the pandemic. But those prices ain't coming down.
No.
No time.
Oh
soon.
no.
So
And that's why I
this is
looked
why
at.
Idlewild is still a commodity
Right.
because for undeveloped lots, you can still get a good price.
Right.
Better than anywhere else you're
Right.
probably gonna find in some of these other communities.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna get a lot, don't just hike up the price and resell it. Like, do something for the
Right.
community, and make something that like brings people together.
That's like our old house. Now, if I ain't mistaken, I remember my mom telling us that back, she sold the house for like $9,000. You know what I'm saying? And I heard what they got for that house. What was it? 174,000.
Well, you gotta put it into perspective.
Yeah, I mean they did
But
a lot of
even that-
renovating.
When did she sell it for 9,000?
Yeah.
What year was that?
Oh, that was when they got that house. When they got it, it was in the 70s.
Right. So,
When they sold it, it was in the early 90s.
right. 20 years of
Yeah.
appreciation.
Yeah, and plus what they've done to the house. Because I can show you pictures of the house now and pictures of it then. You be like, ooh, damn, there they did. You know, it doesn't look the same. So I'm not, hey, I'm glad for them. But we had a ball at that house, though, boy. Oh, man. Oh, I got some stories about that house.
I do want to see pictures. You should.
Okay,
bring some.
I'm gonna go get them. I'm gonna get them.
So do you remember, Danny, every day at 6 o'clock?
That horn went
That's
off.
right.
Oh, yes, sir.
That was the signal to get your ass home
Yep.
for dinner.
Sure was.
What horn?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they had the 6 o'clock horn
Yep,
that used to go off at the fire station.
that's right.
We should get
Every
a
day.
horn
Get a horn.
for
Every
the
day.
supper club.
Every day. No, this thing.
No, this horn you can hear
The whole
uptown.
community you could hear.
But I mean, we should get a horn.
Yeah.
But I forgot what was the reason for them stopping it. I can't remember the reason.
I think it malfunctioned and
But
just never
I-
repaired it.
the
And
first-
they moved away from that location
At
too.
the fire station. You
Yeah, the first year that they took it away, it was so many people complaining. People said they watched by that horn. They were like, "Damn it! I take my medicine when that thing go off."
Oh.
So,
You
I
know,
come up here, I don't wear a watch. You know,
right?
I wear- and that's-
But you knew what time it was.
I know when that horn went off, it was time for me to get home for dinner. I know that.
First time hearing of that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so sweet.
So that was I mean, I love that, man. Then I'm gonna tell you another story. You know, Firehouse Road back in the day was the scariest road in Ottawa because it was so dark.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
No lights. You right.
as kids, we used to be scared to go down that road. We wouldn't go down that road unless it was like 5 or 10 of us, and we'd make a lot of noise because if anything came out, they'd turn around and go back in the woods. But yeah, oh man,
Did you-
Firehouse Road.
Did you ever see anything?
No.
Did you
Snakes.
talk about what you were afraid of?
I ain't afraid of. Well, I am afraid. But back then, we didn't have problems with bobcats and foxes and coyotes and no. So, but it was Oh man, I got There's some hell of a stories, man. Hell of stories. But I'm
Are there
still
problems
here.
now?
Huh?
Are there problems now with bobcats and stuff?
Yeah.
There are.
Bobcats, bears coming in your yard. I mean, not attacking humans, but yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're at the edge of the Manistee National Forest.
Baldwin River, Muskegon River.
Thank you.
I don't know.
Cheers to the bears
Cheers for the bears and the wild animals.
coming out of hibernation.
All right, right. I got you.
I'll pass it over.
But yeah, it's wonderful, man, and the weather is beautiful. We're gonna have a good weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, Zachary says he has the contact info for the folks that were on the Good Looking Out. We can do some digging.
Oh, okay. I have the contact info for who? Oh, okay.
The people.
Okay, Zach, I'm gonna get that from you. I'll inbox you later on during the week and get that from you. Damn, thank you for sharing it with us.
But to get back to even though Steve walked out, to that first part of his question of like how we found out about Idlewild, I was in grad school.
Okay.
I might have said this already, but I was in grad school in Southern California, and it was really close to this place called Bel Verde.
Okay.
And I was hanging out with my astral twin, which is, we have the same exact birthday.
Okay.
And this one day, her sibling came in and was like, "There's all these black people in the park," and we're like, "What?" And so we ran down, and then we found out it was a historically black resort town.
Oh, okay.
But it was in Southern California, and that one was known as the Black Palm Springs of Hollywood.
Oh, wow.
And they had the only swimming pool in LA County that was open year round to black folks, and Hattie McDaniel did the dedication for it.
Oh, okay.
So I just fell in love with this idea, and I was also working on a project about black people in swimming. And so right after I finished grad school, I got a residency at Interlochen,
Oh, okay.
which is about an hour away. And then, and actually I got to go to Sag Harbor. I was doing a residency there too. And then when I was there, Sag Harbor has this really awesome Historical Society
Okay.
for their historically black resort town. So they let me go in and go through their whole archive, and while I was going through that, I found other Idlewild stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh, I was so close, and I came down also in 2016, but it was just like a drive-through, and I didn't know really how to access it. But I found, like, through all that other research, I found like the Du Bois article from The Crisis, which just like that set me off.
Okay.
It's so beautiful. I'll bring it next time and read it because it's like he was on one.
Nice.
And very in love. And then when the pandemic hit, I didn't know where else to go, and I was looking on Trulia just for fun, and found this house. So.
Welcome.
Wow.
Welcome home.
Right,
Yeah.
Welcome. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've been a great addition to the community.
Right.
Aw,
Yeah.
Right.
thank you.
Well, I came up here. We stayed right there on the beach. There used to be cabins over there. But from my understanding, my dad's uncle had property originally in Woodland Park. See, a lot of people forget about Woodland Park. Now, Woodland Park got a history too, because Malcolm X, his people still reside out. Some of his people still reside out there. But I stayed in Woodland Park about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
And to me, it's just like Idlewild.
It is.
I mean, it's just like Idlewild.
The communities are very similar.
Oh yeah. And
Well, they were like built together for each other. It was like the quiet.
Yeah.
Right.
That's our sister community. So
Yeah.
that's why we do
Yep.
we're doing the Wild Woods weekend.
Yep.
Where everybody from Idlewild would go over
Yep.
there for a night, and everybody from Woodland Park would go
Yep.
over here for a night.
Are they having that this year?
So I don't know because of the conflict of the comedy show. So I think they might be trying to reschedule that, or maybe
okay.
trying to do it every other year instead of doing alternating on Friday and Saturday. They'll just do one day Saturday. Like if the Saturday is here in Idlewild this year, the next year on Saturday it'll be in Woodland Park.
Okay.
So alternating years instead of doing 2 days back to back.
So some cool people when we first met them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, who started that? Who started putting that on out there?
I don't know. You need to get Chris in here, my brother. He
Okay.
he knows a lot of those people. Yeah.
Was it Coco?
Yeah, Coco and Levi,
Yeah,
correct?
Coco,
Okay.
and there was another couple. I can't remember.
Okay.
Yeah, J.D.
Okay.
Simpson
Yeah.
and his wife.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
so a lot of these people are from Detroit too.
Yeah.
So I knew people that I grew up a block away from in Detroit that I would go to Idlewild. They went to Woodland Park.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah.
we would see each other in Baldwin.
Right. Now let me ask y'all a question. Since you've been coming up here, have you ran into people? I know you have, but have you ran into people that you know in the city, but never seen them up here?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
We know
About
some.
4 different occasions.
Okay. Okay.
Like the Summer Oasis is definitely one.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you
Right.
see people all the time like, I didn't know you came up here.
Yeah.
How'd you hear about
Yeah.
Idlewild? Like,
Yeah.
man, I've been coming up here forever.
I ran into a guy I've been knowing for years at Summer Oasis, and then he just happened to be with Steve. And I'm
Right.
like, what?
Right.
A buddy of mine I went to college with.
Aw.
I was sitting when I was coming back from my vacation. I was sitting in the airport in I think Denver, and it was a lady, black lady, sitting across from me. I think I had on my Idlewild shirt, and she said, "What you know about Idlewild?" And I looked at her. I'm like, "Huh, I know a lot about Idlewild." And she asked me, and I'm gonna see. I know you guys, but I'm gonna see Steve. It used to be next to our house on Parallax Lake. It used to be Anna Wright's Hotel. Do you remember that?
Nah, that's
Okay.
You got me there.
That's okay. But anyway, she brought up that lady. I forgot the lady's name. It was Wright's Motel, Anna Wright. So she asked me, "Well, Anna Wright's place still there?" I'm like, "Ma'am, Anna Wright's place been gone since the '80s."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Well, that's the last time I've been up there."
Oh,
And I'm like, "Damn, this is a small world for real."
So once you get to talking about Idlewild, I'm like, or people just ask, "Oh, what are you doing this weekend?" Going to Idlewild, they're like, "Oh my goodness!"
I read about that
I
place.
grew up there.
Yep.
It's a lot of people
Yep.
that I've come
It
in
is.
contact with that I've known all
Yep.
my life.
Yep.
Never knew that they grew up here at some point in time in their lives.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
But I get that, like, teaching down in North Carolina, talking to people, there's a lot of folks there that are like, oh yeah, like I was actually from Chicago, or like we went up one summer. And actually after I bought my house, my great aunt, who is our family historian, was like, oh, I was in Idlewild in the
Right.
50s. And I was like, yeah. And then she found some of the pictures of her in the Flamingo Club and everything.
Wow.
And I found in the yearbooks the friends that she stayed with.
Oh, okay.
That's
So that
awesome.
was really dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. It's like
Yeah.
full circle.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Shout out Aunt Dolores.
Okay. But yeah, it's the place, man.
But I think a lot of the thread that gets lost is like maybe around respectability politics. What do you guys think? You know, of like when people were coming up in the 50s to party, and then you're not gonna like tell your grandkids where you were going. Yeah.
Well, I will.
Yeah, I know that's right. I would too.
Yeah.
I will.
'Cause I would hope when they came up,
Yeah,
they
they-
would go up there and have the same great
They're
time.
gonna have some events and occasions too.
Yeah,
You
my
know what I'm
daughter
saying?
Right now,
Stories of their own.
she's trying to, she's coming of age. I have a daughter who's 20. She'll be 21 in December, and she's trying to plan a weekend for herself.
Okay.
And her little crew.
Oh.
So they can come unsupervised and
Right.
do their thing.
As she should.
Oh, that sounds like a no parents weekend.
Right. And it will be.
Okay.
But, of course, with great power comes great responsibility.
There you go.
So
There you go.
You got to put in the work, too.
Right.
Like, that's one thing I always say. People come up here and they like to have a good time, and I like to provide a good time for people, but they don't see what goes into it.
Right.
The the planning and preparation, getting the grounds together, getting all
Right.
those boats together,
Yep.
maintaining it.
It's a process.
That's correct.
And most of y'all probably can't wait till the process begin.
It's
Coming
a labor
up.
of love,
Parts
for
of
sure.
it.
Right,
It is a
right,
labor of love.
right.
Well,
Right.
do you guys remember your first summer or visit by yourself?
I do.
Any
I-
stories to share for those
That's when you remember.
that you can
You,
share?
you remember? You remember the house parties I said I had? Well, I had them during the winter when I was going to Ferris. So I would come. I would come back to the house and have the party. And most of the times, it wasn't. How can I say it? Most of them, my parents didn't know. You know what I'm saying? They think I'm in school. But shit, Friday and Saturday we at our house.
Same.
15 feet of snow.
Same.
We
I
in
wonder
there.
how many Ferris kids are coming, like sneaking up now.
Oh, I can.
Shout out to the Ferris
I can just
kids.
imagine now.
My friends got
What's up, Pooh?
exposure to Idlewild through me
Right.
in college. Like,
Right.
we're going over to the lake right now.
Right. Yep. Yep.
What did you guys study?
I
Or-
said
or
I
not
took. I
study?
went to Ferris, and I went to their first. I was an auto mechanic back then, and I went to their first. The first season they had auto mechanics. They was offering auto mechanics. So yeah, but that didn't work out too good.
Why not?
I'd rather not get into that right now.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
A
something.
couple more drinks.
Topic for another
Couple
day.
more drinks.
Yeah, we got. Yeah, that's not for open discussion
Okay.
on a podcast.
Heard.
You know what I'm saying?
That's for Idlewild after dark.
Yeah, that's for sitting around a bonfire telling there ain't nobody. Yeah,
I can't wait.
Yeah. So yeah, we gonna leave that for that. But I did have a good time going all the sororities party, or Rankin Center every Friday and Saturday.
Rats.
Oh man, ooh, getting caught in the dorms.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I stayed in Broken.
Then me and my brother, we had it smooth because he would come up for the weekend. Then we bringing them from Ferris down to the crib. So they're like, where y'all going? Oh, we going to the cabin. Oh, we want to go. Come on.
Yeah, come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Good times.
Are there any things you can share, Steve?
About
Your first weekend alone?
so,
Or not alone, but without the
Yeah,
parents.
so I will share this one story. So I brought a bunch of my friends over from Ferris, as we were talking about, and my buddy brought his dog, which was a pit bull.
Oh no.
So, but you know, he was okay. He wasn't attacking other humans, right? So we messing around, you know, we having fun in the lake and whatever. And the dog is he running around off the leash and you know just doing what dogs do, right? So all of a sudden the dog disappears. We ain't noticed for about 20 minutes. We're like, where'd the dog go, man? Where did the dog go? So all of a sudden we hear this lady screaming, which is my neighbor who will remain nameless.
Oh no.
Screaming, chasing after this dog, and the pit bull is coming back with her dog in his mouth.
Oh,
Dropping
wow.
down in front of
Oh.
Like he brought on a rabbit.
us, like he brought home a rabbit or a chicken.
Oh,
It was
wow.
the lady's dog. And you know, I deeply apologize to that lady, but that almost got me banned from my
Oh,
Dang.
wow.
my parents found out, man, and I was just like,
Right.
that
Wow.
was bad. But it was, you know, I was young and it was a learning lesson, and it was very, very unfortunate that other dog perished. But that's my Idlewild story.
Steve, how old were
Dang.
you when your parents let you come up here by yourself?
Probably 21.
21? Okay.
Yeah, I was
That's
still in
traumatic.
college. So,
That's traumatic.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I don't want to laugh, but that you asked for a story, I gave you one. That's
There you go.
that's very
Hey.
raw. That is very raw.
Okay. Thanks for sharing that with
That's a
us.
raw story.
Right.
You know, and my buddy and I, we still talk about it to this day. You know,
Wow.
It's tragic. So.
Yeah, there's some stories around here, man.
Mm-hmm.
You
We
know.
encourage our boys to come because I think that's what's going to keep the legacy alive for one, and to keep Idlewild thriving.
Okay.
Because if you don't have any younger interests
Right.
in Idlewild, all of us we're going to get older
And
Someday.
and you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Not today.
But I think if we get them interested now,
Yeah.
that's what's going to carry Idlewild to the next
Generation, or yeah.
the next, to
Right.
the next plateau.
Because right now it's nothing for the kids. We gotta have something here for the kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing here for them.
Mm-hmm.
No programs, no events, no nothing. And I'm like, well, damn, you know, we forgot about the kids. So what are we putting in their head so they can come up here and bring their kids? Because right now they're saying, well, if I had kids, I wouldn't bring them up here.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not right.
Yeah.
Because this is a beautiful place. I would want my grandkids to bring their kids up here.
Mm-hmm.
So I might not see it, but I hope they do.
And we have to live long enough to tell all the stories.
Yeah.
I love the older folks.
I know.
I do.
The stories
I
are
love
Older
hearing some of
folks
the.
are like gems.
Yeah.
Like hidden gems.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
I would have
Yep.
loved it up here
Yep.
as it is now as a
Yep.
kid.
As
As it
y'all,
was then.
I don't know
Yeah, I
about
would've
Steve. I don't know about Mark and Shawana, but it's a place out on 68th Street. You ever been there? They used to call it Lost City.
Mm.
Never been there?
No.
Oh man.
Is it? You mean Marlboro?
Yep. Yep. It's privately owned now
Mhm.
because they got it.
Well, also, the Lake County Historical Society did a film last year, so
About
you can,
that?
yeah, you can go. Like they did, I think they did reenactments and everything, and
Okay.
they had flyovers, so
Oh,
you
wow.
can go to the Historical Society in Baldwin. It is free.
Now you talk about going somewhere and scared in the middle of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, you look at some of them tunnels, and they go on. You don't see no ending.
Yeah, and I heard the people that bought it didn't know it was there.
No.
somehow.
No, they
Can
thought
you
they was just.
imagine?
It's still lying pillars up on brick walls. Still
Yeah.
there.
So Marlboro was a brick. It was a brick factory,
Okay.
and Marlboro was like the material. And like 10 years after they built it, like this whole town that had an opera house, a theater, like all this stuff. A different process of making bricks was developed that was a lot cheaper, and so they just it became a ghost town.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was in like, I think it was like 1910 or something.
Wow.
When it went out, yeah. When it went out.
Steve, let me
Yes,
ask
sir.
you another question. What is your, now you live off the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard any interesting stories about that lake?
I have. I've
Okay.
heard a lot of stories. That
Okay.
There are cars down in that lake. There's a mythical creature that's in this lake called
Mhm.
Polywampus.
You going, bro?
Yeah.
I heard about one in Paradise Lake too. Is it the same?
Well,
the Polywampus is in Idlewild Lake.
I heard a story about Paradise, like a team of horses went down in Paradise Lake
What?
Okay.
because next door to our property was a ice factory, and they used to take the horses on the ice to the other side of the lake.
Okay.
And a team of horses put in the ice went in Paradise Lake.
Thanks.
Wow.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, y'all.
Thank you.
Guys, we'll see you guys later.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye bye. We want to thank Mark and Shawana Watts for stopping by.
Always.
Thank you. But yeah, I heard that. Yeah. So
Wow.
They're telling the stories, but I want to address something you had just said, if I may,
okay.
about the children, the youth, and I would like to think that most of us are in the same age bracket
Okay.
that are in this room,
Right.
Gen X,
Okay.
right?
Millennial.
We won't hold it against you.
Yeah.
But we were the last generation before the internet.
Right.
Like, we knew how to entertain ourselves.
Right.
You know, I would get up, well, that's when I was a kid, 10, 12 years old. I'd get up, get on my bike, and I'd leave the house. And I would find my friends or find something to do, find something to engage my curiosity, to entertain myself.
Yeah.
The youth today, they are handicapped by those phones. Right?
The electronics got them. They got them like puzzled. They
Right.
stuck.
So when you're talking about what is there for them to do, some of it is they gotta put the phone away and get out in nature and find something to do.
And that's one thing that I truly believe. I agree with you. You can't get the kids to do anything because their head's stuck in some kind of electronic.
But I gotta say, because I've been teaching Gen Z, I'm not a parent. But I feel like a lot of it is that their parents, as in us, are stuck on our phones and don't take them out to show them. Because I remember the first, like, I went on MTV in the 90s, I was like middle school, I think. So I remember the first websites I went on, and I had the experience of no internet and country life and all the beautiful things. But I had older cousins and parents that were also not on technology to show me how to do that. And I feel like
do what?
how to just be outside, how to just
But see, a lot of parents buy those electronics to pacify their kids.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
it's like a lot of kids.
you know what I'm saying?
a
Like a
babysitter.
backup. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I can't entertain you right now. Here, take this tablet and go into your room.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of teaching that child yourself, showing them yourself. Because, and this goes back to people saying about medicine. I don't like taking pills, whether it's a Tylenol or nothing. I'm old school. What did the old folks do back in the day when they didn't have doctors? They didn't have Vicodin and all of this. It was home remedies. Hey, my parents brought my great grandmother up here. She walked in the woods. That lady walked in that woods. That's why I first learned about the aloe vera plant. Mint.
Yeah.
She said, "Baby, this is good for your eyesight. This is good for this, and they're good for that."
Natural remedy.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's why I love this place, because you got so much of that here. You know, you can't find that in the city.
And I'll make a plug because I've got a bunch of native plants. You can come.
Oh.
You can come buy some. Yeah.
You got an herb garden over there I can get into.
Herbs,
Right.
Yep.
Put on my stool.
And I will take requests. Yes, if you need some plants for your.
Yeah, I
for
gotta
your
get mine
clients.
started. I haven't even started on mine yet.
So one more thing. Let's go back to the kid situation. So
Okay.
did you have to be taught? Now I'm asking you, Daddy.
Okay.
Were you ever taught how to be outside?
Not when I got up here.
Well, just as a child, when you were
No.
10, 12 years old, or did you just go outside and figure it out on your own?
No, because we had bikes. Me and my friend, and it was an old guy I used to be cool with back in the day, especially Saturday. Now, during the week, it wasn't too much to do. You come home, change your clothes, do your homework. You might get to go out till the street lights come on or whatever. But on the weekend, Saturday morning, me and my friend down the street,
Yeah, you go.
we used to get up on our bikes, put our balloons in the back tire, and go up and down the sidewalk and park our bike in the street at the curb in front of the house like it was a motorcycle. We did that every Saturday.
But I'm
Right.
saying, who taught y'all how to ride bikes?
Well, my dad
You
taught
just
me
I
how.
taught myself how
Yeah.
to ride a bike.
You did?
I
Yeah.
am self-taught.
Fishing?
My mother can attest to that.
My-
I taught myself how to ride a bike.
Yeah, my parents taught me how to ride a bike. My dad taught me how to fish.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
But
Yeah.
those are the skill set.
right?
I see what you're saying, Lydia. The skill set of learning to fish, learning to ride a bike, learning to throw a baseball, learning to shoot a basketball. Those are skill sets that can be taught to you from your parents.
Right.
But you're finding the social circles was never their responsibility.
No,
It was
we
always-
did that on your own.
We did that on
Yeah.
our own.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And I don't like this generation's social circle is not real. It's who
No.
they're friends with online that they don't know, and they don't develop those deeper relationships. Like some of my friends that I've known my whole life, I grew up with, are my friends because we got on our bikes at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and rode my bike from 6 Mile, Livernois, all the way to Joy Road in Southfield, was all at Fairlane Mall,
Yeah.
and made it back home by 6 o'clock. Well, I'm way on the other side of town.
Right.
My parents had no clue where I was.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But I was home before the street lights came on, and me and my friends, we had an adventure
Mm-hmm.
that
No,
day.
for
I
sure.
was never taught that by them.
Right.
Because they probably wouldn't have let me out of the house if they knew what half the things I was
Right,
doing.
you ain't
Right,
lying,
right.
because we used to get together. There used to be about 5 or 6 of us, and we used to. I stayed off at 14th. My friends stayed mostly on Claremont, Atkinson. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up on Dexter and Glendale.
There you go.
Yeah.
And we used to meet up on Claremont, go up to the boulevard, take the boulevard straight down to Belle Isle.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's a long ride.
But that was our day,
Right,
Mm-hmm.
and we come back, it'd be almost dark.
that's right.
I totally agree, but like, cause I still remember my cousins and I would go for those like day-long bike rides. We'd go home and we'd like clock in and look at a map and figure out how long we rode, and it was like 20 miles or something. And we're like, oh my god, we could go anywhere.
Right.
But also,
But no one taught you to do that.
no one taught.
No, you learn
but
that, and
there
like,
are like I do feel like we're missing the spaces where kids can come together. Like there's no roller skating now where you would meet other
Right,
kids
right.
to be like, let's go, like, meet
And
up in the morning.
and that's one of the things they need to bring back. I would love to see a roller skating rink back here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Not the same building, but a different building.
Mm-hmm.
Even the same building, it's fine. But
From my understanding, that place would never be a roller rink
it
again.
may not be.
We can make
But we have to use the resources that we have.
Mm-hmm.
So for me and my friends that were up here, who y'all consider the locals, were the meeting spot was always the beach.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Which is still
yeah.
It's
the
still
meeting
there.
spot,
Back,
right?
back in my day, we
Meeting
met on the beach or sat on that little short wall
Yeah.
by Letman
Right.
Store.
That's right.
And you
That's
seen
right.
everybody
That's right.
come in, out a while. They went through that corridor.
It was the same locations are still available to the youth.
But they don't, yeah.
But
today.
I'll say, in my experience, like when I was growing up in upstate New York, it was mostly my family. Like my cousins and I would all get together and we'd ride bikes or roller skate. And then in the summers when I was in Columbus with my dad, there was a swimming pool, like a public pool around the corner that they filled in. And a lot of those, that's what I'm saying, is a lot of those spaces where like you find your summer friend, those are,
Yeah.
they, like, politically, they have leached those from a lot of communities, including Idlewild.
Yeah, this generation of kids now, man, I'm like Steve. I blame it on electronics because they don't do anything like we did when we were kids. I know it's a different time, era, but still, you know what I'm saying?
We were self-entertained.
You know, especially in here, man. I mean,
self-entertained. You know, we get on our bikes and we go ride to Baldwin.
Yeah.
Just to go. Yeah. Just to go.
Yeah.
No destination.
Go.
That is the destination. We're going to ride to Baldwin.
Turtle hunting, frog hunting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, good shout out. It's turtle season, y'all.
Yeah.
Be careful. Be careful when you're driving around.
Well,
Help the turtles cross the road.
They say, whatever direction the turtle is going in, if you're going to help that turtle, face him in the direction where he was going.
That's right. Okay.
Don't take that turtle
and turn him around
and take him down or take him to the water.
Okay. Let him go his own.
And then I learned something else. You know, I love my bird feeders,
yes.
my hummingbird and all that.
And we have a pileated at my feeder right now.
Yeah. That's that big ass woodpecker. See,
yeah.
But listen, I'll sit on my deck and I love seeing the different colored birds. But I always would notice a robin would never go to my bird feeders. So Google, once again, the electronics. I Google why robins, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out, robins can't digest bird seed. They're more like a orange peel and stuff, and worms and stuff like that.
They're a Gen X bird.
Yeah, they can't. They cannot.
Touché.
Yep, they cannot digest the bird seed.
Yeah.
But that big woodpecker, when he go to knocking, it sounds like somebody actually knocking at your door.
Yeah, on your chest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard one this morning.
They're so dope.
I mean, they be like.
Yeah. They go. That's right.
That's a big woodpecker.
Huh?
They look just like Woody Woodpecker.
Yeah.
There it goes. Every year so far, I've seen the babies too, and it makes
for
me
real?
really happy.
You about to go knock on some wood right now?
Yeah. Oh, we have a note from Patrice. A couple.
Hey, Patrice. Yeah. Technology took over the world. These kids don't know nothing now but an iPad, or what is that? Apple phone, and a Wii, and a Xbox.
But I gotta say, like my students, I think we assume that they know how to use the internet because they've grown up in it.
Yeah.
But they don't know. You know, like when we talk about stuff in class, a lot of times they don't know how to do the research part.
Right.
Like all the things that we just assume, like, because I sometimes I'm like, man, I wish YouTube was around. I could learn so many things. But there's the part of someone teaching you, you know, like the learning how to learn part is our fault.
Right.
For like being like, oh, well, the internet's here now, you know? And I think that's a big part of a lot of what you guys are talking about.
See, Patrice, you learned something new on the supper club.
Yeah,
it's a learning experience.
You know, technology is the way of the world. Like you said, you were able to Google why a robin couldn't digest bird seed.
10 years ago, no, 20 years ago, you couldn't do that.
Right. Right.
You know?
So there are advantages, but, you know, one thing that I do with my daughter when she comes up here, like, you got to put your phone up.
Yeah.
You have to disconnect from the phone and be present in these situations and be present in this environment.
Right. Hey, Alan, glad you joined us. Yeah, we used to walk around here at night during the day for hours.
For hours.
Oh, and what about that easement around the lakes? I just found out about that. There used to be a trail around both of the lakes that you could walk.
Oh man, it used to be a trail that we used to take off of Baldwin Road and come out by the firehouse. Because we used to ride dirt bikes. Yeah. And it's funny because back then, do you remember Dotson?
I do.
Do you?
I do.
Dotson I think I mentioned this before, Dotson would never chase you. Yep. But damn it, by the time you got home, Dawson was at your house talking to your parents.
Man.
He wouldn't chase you. And we from the city, so we skirting, we hitting dirt roads, and we didn't beat him. Get home, Dawson be leaning on the car talking to my mama.
Right there waiting on you. Your mama got the belt too. Come on in here.
Not Sandra.
Oh
yeah.
Sandra and Mike, they
Dang.
They didn't believe in sparing the rod.
No.
She's the cutest.
No.
It's hard to believe.
Yeah. Wow. She got soft in her older age.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. So none of you remember the easement though around the
Well,
lake?
there was no. I'm not sure what you're talking about because I
You
don't.
say easement?
Yeah, I don't remember. Any
What easement?
around the lake.
There used to be a trail that you could just walk around both of the lakes, like on the lakefront.
What year was this? I don't remember it now.
I don't recall no because
No.
some areas you can't. That water is not walkable.
No.
And, like especially over. If you on the beach and you kind of on the left side of the beach coming around towards my place, you can't walk in that water right there.
No.
You sink.
Nope.
Yeah.
So I don't know where that.
I mean, it must have been, some erosion or something. But.
Well, there's no. The lake itself is public, right? So because a lot of times what will happen, you guys know where my place is. So people from the beach would swim over to our place. Now, if they stayed in the water, there's nothing we could do about it. But at the moment they touched on land, you gotta go.
Yeah, because back in our day, we used to swim across.
Right.
To see who can swim across.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you who houses was involved.
I beat Chris
It was-
bad.
it was
swimming
your
across
house.
the lake.
If it's your house,
Or Hawkins.
Gregory Hawkins' house, or next Micah in them house, and Colleen's in them house.
That's right.
Those three houses, we used to sit on the beach like I beat you to that house. And we used to swim across.
I was the same, racing people from the beach, swimming back and forth from my place to the beach.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then if you really were bold, and you really thought you could swim, you swam from the beach to the point.
Oh, yeah.
And back.
Yep.
I want to go all the way across.
Swimming?
Yeah, if anyone wants to join me.
From where to where?
From the beach, like down to the other side.
All the way to the end?
To the end?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
That's
Good
nice
luck with that.
Yeah, I'll follow you in a boat.
I'll follow you, yeah.
That'd be
I'll
great.
follow you on a
That's
jet
what I
ski.
need because
Chris
I don't
will
want
probably
anybody
do it
to
with you,
hit me.
Right.
That would be a challenge for him.
Oh.
I know.
Oh, is he a good swimmer?
He's a great swimmer.
Is
Yeah.
he?
We raced from your place to your grandma's. I beat him really bad, but.
Oh, wow. Uh-oh.
But I'd love to go
I know.
the long way.
Right.
Hey, Alan, you ain't right. He knew everybody's parents and everybody's address. He knew where everybody stayed. You ain't lying. That's another guy we grew up here with, we came up here with, and we met when we started coming up here, and his parents been owning the house. I'm surprised you might know Alan and Deborah Hockerbuck. They stay on Paradise Lake, other side of Tony and them. Okay. But we've been knowing their family for like 40, 50 years, man. And they've been coming up here just as long as we have. And they got pictures of, between him and his sister Debbie, they got pictures of the old Polk skating rink. They got some wonderful pictures.
Inside?
I don't know about inside, but their parents land with them on the beach.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
I'd love to see some, if anyone has inside pics.
Yeah, I don't know.
What's going on? I see a lot of comments.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to read them?
Yeah, I'm trying to read them. I thought I just got finished with Alan. The lake could be dangerous to her. Oh, yeah, the lake, because I remember when I first came up here in 01, 02.
What was the comment?
Yeah.
The comment was, the lake can be dangerous too. I saw a few people drown.
Yeah. You saw them?
Yes, I did too.
I haven't seen anybody drown, but we went over, my brother and I went over to try to rescue somebody that drowned before they drowned, and unfortunately they drowned.
And if you can remember, for like 2-3 years in a row, I would say 02 and 3-4, 2 or 3 years in a row, people drowned at the beach. I remember one particular year, but this guy, it was two guys on the jet ski, and I know they was intoxicated. One of the guys fell off and sunk. Well, me, Lamar.
You have a vest on?
No.
Well, that's rule number one.
Right. But like I tell a bunch of new people that come up here, if you go on that water, put a vest on.
That's right.
Because
Especially if you can't
that undercurrent, especially if you can't swim. Where this guy went under, couldn't find him. We all dove in the water. That was at 4:30. They found the guy about 8 o'clock.
Wow.
And believe it or not, he did pass away. But when they brought him out that water, he still had a heartbeat.
Whoa.
Wow.
And then the other 1 year, it was I don't know if it was a young kid or a man getting pulled on a boat. And he's going around there by Joy's house. And he swung the person out on the inner tube too far. And the person hit that dock and broke his neck.
Ooh.
So I'm like I was saying, then people had a bad image about about Ottawa Lake.
So,
Excuse me.
the lake itself, I wouldn't say it's dangerous. I would say if you are,
You got to respect it.
if you're a novice swimmer, you have to know your limitations. If you are new to Idlewild as a boater, it's a small lake, so you just can't go any direction you want at any time. There's a path that you have to follow, just like a car.
Right.
Stay on the right side of the lake. You go down, make the loop, and then you come back and make the loop. You give other boaters space, especially if they are pulling a skier or a tuber. You respect their space, and you just always stay observant.
Right.
Like I said, the lake itself isn't dangerous.
No.
It's a shallow lake. You know, the deepest part of that lake is probably only 30 feet deep.
Right.
Right. A strong swimmer can swim to the bottom, pull up some dirt, and come back up in one breath.
Right.
So it's just respecting the lake, like you said, and respecting your own, knowing your own limitations as a swimmer,
what you can do out there on that lake.
a boater, or a jet skier.
Because most of the incidents was in the lake fault. Well, how can you blame the lake?
You can't.
You know.
You can't. There's no
Then a lot of
undertow
people.
or no current
No,
down. It's
no.
in the ocean.
So the deaths was human error,
Correct.
not fault of the lake.
Correct.
But you got to respect it.
You gotta respect.
Yeah.
You gotta know your own limitations. You're not a strong swimmer, put a vest on. It is physically impossible to drown, or it is physically impossible to sink with a vest on.
Right. Right.
You can sink in the bathtub. I mean, drown in the bathtub.
Correct.
Yeah.
But you cannot sink with a vest on.
And let people know, lifeguarding was my first job.
I used to be a lifeguard on Ottawa Lake.
You were?
I was a lifeguard back in the 05, 06. I used to sit on that big chair they got out there with my umbrella.
We need to put you in the
Baywatch.
calendar.
Yeah.
Damn.
So was.
Hey, Baywatch.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah, I used to be a lifeguard. Matter of fact, I went to the YMCA in Detroit and got my lifeguard certificate and came back up here and applied for it. I was sitting up on the beach with my whistle and everything.
That's
Now,
so
see, that
cute.
would be something that I think would be great to do, Danny, and that's something that's free. Is you being a lifeguard or a strong swimmer, having other people that are strong swimmer engage in some of the youth and how to swim. Because I'm always in shock of how many children, our children, African American children, come up here and don't know how to swim.
Nope.
And
Nope.
that's something like I learned to swim up here. Like being
Me
in
too.
the water is just as comfortable as me being on land.
Look, what we used to in Detroit was a swim mobile.
That's right.
My mama never that was one of the nastiest
Sure.
shit. My mama, it would come on our block, and we'd be so geek because we'd go upstairs, put our shorts on and towel and run downstairs. Mama like, where the hell do you think you going? Oh, we going. You ain't getting in that nasty shit. People pissing and everything in there. She'll never. But they used to be packed though.
Wait, explain this?
It was a swim mobile. It was a big truck
Yep.
that had water in it,
What?
Like
and
big
it was they
dumpster.
called it the swim mobile.
Big
Wow.
dumpster. You could Google it and find some images of it.
I
It
will.
was like a truck with a big
Yep.
head on the back, a
Yep.
dumpster almost. It
Yep.
was filled it with water.
Yep.
Wasn't
Wow.
no filter.
Yep. Never let us get in
They
it.
had to dump that water out at the end of the
Man.
day. That water was dark black by the time the end of the day.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, but all them kids, it's like all the kids on the block is in there.
Oh, yeah. It was like
And you-
the equivalent of playing in a fire hydrant.
Hey, look, and you know on every block you got the dirties. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call the people, the family on the block that was dirty.
Okay.
Yeah, the dirty.
And they be right in there.
Every neighborhood out.
Yeah.
Every city.
The first ones in there.
Yeah. And you see the dirties in there? Oh, hell no. Y'all, I know y'all ain't getting in there now.
Patrice remembers the
Swim-mobile, I remember that.
I
You would
also-
never get to go.
I
Hey,
learned
I
how
don't
to
blame
swim.
your parents for not letting you go, Patrice. My mama didn't let us go either.
My aunt used to try to take us to Lake Ontario, and it was like, it was scary for me. Like, I wouldn't even want to
Right.
go because the waves would like smash up on the rocks, but sometimes we would like just hang on. That was scary.
Me and my brother used to take it when
And
we
there is
stayed.
currents, yeah.
When
Yeah.
we stayed on Paradise Lake, me and my brother used to take the rowboat out and drop the anchor
Mm-hmm.
and dive out and swim back to the dock.
Mm.
And my mom would be like, "Don't let dark come and y'all ain't get that boat back."
Yeah.
But we'd swim back out there. Yeah, that was
My brother and I used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
We'd go out to the middle of the lake and see who could dive down
Yeah.
the furthest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you had to, the only way you could prove that you made it to the bottom, you had to come up with a hand of weed or
Yeah.
a handful of mud
Yeah.
to prove that you went all the way down. And let me tell you, you get down there, it's cold. That
Yeah.
water cold the further you get
Yep,
down.
sure
it's
was.
cold, man.
But we had a ball,
Yeah, we
man.
had a ball.
Mm.
I think I shared this with y'all before. I remember the first winter we stayed up here. Was like 72.
Mhm.
So we city folks. We sit in the houses January, February,
Mhm.
and we hear woo, woo. Well, we like, well, Mama, what is this? So once again, we called Dotson. Dotson came to the house. My mom was like, Dotson, listen to this. And showed up about 10, 15 minutes and went again. Woo. He said, oh, Miss Henderson, that's the lake freezing over. He does it every year about this time. My mom was like, shit, well, I don't know. I'm from the city. I ain't never heard nothing like that. Yeah.
Man.
But that was, yeah, man, I guess, yeah, I that's why I love this place, just because of the memories.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just, you know, it's therapeutic. You know, I hope
Yeah.
people, like I said, when we started this conversation with the locals versus the temporary,
Right.
you know, it's all one community. I firmly believe that, and I really hope that the people that are here year round really truly understand how magical and therapeutic this place is.
Oh, they know.
You know,
They know.
because when I come up here, man, I'm restored. Like a lot of times I come up here, my take is on empty from
Mhm.
everything I had to deal with in what I call the real world. Now I come up here, man, I get to decompress and refill my batteries, you know, to go deal with this madness in the world, man. This is a special place in my heart just for that reason.
It's like taking a muscle relaxer without taking the pill.
That's exactly what it is.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
It is super
It's
healing.
therapeutic.
Yeah.
I let my
And
phone.
and it's not just the place, it's definitely the people.
The people in the place.
I
Yeah.
the first year I was here, I didn't know that I had PTSD from like it. My last job triggered it before the pandemic, and so that whole year I felt like just every day I thought I was dying. But honestly, like Betty Foot,
She looked out for you.
y'all, yes, like
Wow.
I can't. Like you were choking up on the first one. It is like it's just a magical place, and
It
it's
is.
like
It
it is Black Eden, but it doesn't mean all this shit just disappears, you
No.
know. But it
No.
gives you the time to
Right.
process things.
And I wish, I'll say this before, I wish that some of the things would come back before I leave this earth. If I can see one thing come back that was used to be here years ago, you know what I'm saying? If it don't, then it don't. But I would love to see that happen.
We'll get it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Danny.
Thank
Thanks
you,
everybody
Libby.
for visiting.
But thank you, everybody. Thank Marcus Shawana Watts. Thanks, Steve Blount. Thanks, Alan, Patricia, Me. I'm trying to forget everybody. Karen from
Scroll up.
Houston.
Yep.
Who else is on here? Zachary Matoya. Thank everybody for joining in, and we'll see y'all next week.
Yes.
Thank you.
Good night.